Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This feels really weird because I haven't filmed like this, like sat down for ages. I did actually film an H&M haul like a couple of months ago that never made it out because I just didn't get the chance to edit it, and then it was kind of the clothes that I was showing you were obviously gone out of the shop. So yeah, I haven't done a video for ages. I have recently done 2 food hauls, but that was just on my phone in the kitchen. I haven't done one of these, but I thought it was time that I came back. So you may or may not have noticed that I haven't posted any videos for a long time. I've just lost my phone. I was just like tidying the room and like setting up, which felt weird in itself because I haven't done it for ages. And somewhere I've like misplaced my phone. But yes, I don't know the last time that you would have seen me, but it was a long time ago. I think it was the Coronation Hall. So when was that? May, early May. Even by then I was kind of like slowing down. So the point of this video is just to kind of say, like give you an update really, and to also make an announcement, and just to kind of let you know like what I'm doing with my channel, because I am hopefully trying or like planning to come back. So yeah, where to start? Okay, so I'll start off with the announcement, I guess. So the exciting news is that we are having another baby. So I'm pregnant, which is wonderful. And so a part of the reason why I've been so absent is that, but I can't blame it just on that, because even before I was pregnant, I was like slowing down. I think I was just kind of like lost, but I think I was finding it hard to find the time anyway, and then also just like maybe like losing a bit of motivation, I think, for various reasons. But then since being pregnant I was just really tired. So like that H&M haul, I don't think I was pregnant when I filmed it, I can't remember. Or may have been, I'm not sure, but yeah, just like finding the time and you know, trying to stay awake, because I usually do my YouTube editing like on an evening, on a night time after Arthur's gone to sleep. But even now, since being pregnant, just really tired. Anyway, yes, I'm out of breath. And also I've suffered with really bad sickness in early pregnancy, actually, you know, until quite late. So anyway, right, so yes, I'm pregnant, and I'm actually already, which you won't believe probably, which is mad, I'm 19 weeks pregnant. So I can't believe it's taken me this long to come on. I think like for a while though I wasn't even sure if I was going to come back, to be completely honest, because it was like, you know, is it sort of gone on too long? But then I've been meaning to like share this news with you, and actually yes, I do want to come back and still have a YouTube channel and still want to do Instagram, because I haven't posted on there since February, so that was a long time before I was pregnant. So I'm filming this because who knows when this is actually going to go out. I'm filming this like right at the end of July. So it's mad, like I'm actually already halfway through. So there's like a lot to talk about, but I think I might do a separate video maybe like about the first trimester, or at least until, you know, the point in pregnancy that I'll be when I'm filming it, to sort of give you a full-on rundown if you're interested. If there's any like pregnancy videos you want me to do, then just let me know. It kind of feels like, not like running out of time, but almost it does feel a bit like that, because I know that I'm not going to be like posting loads. I would love to do one a week, I really would, but I'm just thinking like realistically, will I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't give me loads of chance, and I still want to do my food hauls. But yeah, so we are having a second baby, which is really exciting. So it was planned, but it did happen a lot quicker than what we thought. So last time, so I filmed my trying to conceive journey, which I think is still public. So I've made a lot of my videos private during my break, because I just got really sort of, I don't know what the right word is, like cold feet sort of thing about sharing so much. I just thought I've actually shared too much. I didn't feel comfortable with it. Didn't feel comfortable like putting Arthur's face on my videos, which you may have noticed anyway. In like my last few vlogs, I've not really like shown him sort of like face on completely. But, you know, for lots of different reasons. Again, maybe I might do another video just about that actually, because it's something that I would quite like to talk about. But yeah, so a lot of reasons that's kind of fed into why, you know, do I still want to do it, because I don't really want to share like too much about us, about our private life, and also my son. Um, but then I still thought I can still do like helpful videos and interesting videos without that. So hopefully you will still be here. And thank you also to, there's been so many people that have messaged me like here and also on Instagram, and I know it's taken me a while to get back to people, but thank you. So for the people that have missed me. Gosh, I feel like this video is just like all over the place. Originally in my head when I was like thinking about it, I was thinking, right, yeah, maybe I'll talk about pregnancy first and talk about this and that, but it's just kind of all over the place. So I'm sorry, it's just a really like rambly video. I've been filming for 6 minutes, that's not too bad. So yes, as I said, it was planned. Like I said, it did happen quite quickly, which is really good, but at the same time it's quite a shock. So I'll tell you a little bit maybe about like how we found out. So we like, I've not really been, I kind of like track my cycles anyway just to know when my period comes, but then we decided to start trying, and then like, I think like the first month my cycle was like slightly longer. I had a few cycles where they were all like 28 days, but they usually can vary, like go up to like maybe early 30s. But yeah, I had one cycle which was a bit longer, and I was like, oh, am I pregnant already? But no, you know, my period came. And then like the second time, the same length of time, but I don't know, I think I just had, you know when you just have that the feeling, I think it was like that last time as well, and I was a bit sore, but again I was thinking, is that just down to Arthur, because he probably started feeding slightly less. Who knows if it was because of that. But yeah, getting sore, and I don't know, I guess I just had a feeling. So I luckily had some pregnancy tests, so I'd not long bought some ovulation tests to do. So I was determined not to be as like anxious last time. So I was really anxious when we were trying for a baby the first time, and really like over analysing everything. But I kind of wanted to do ovulation tests just to kind of maybe judge like around the time of my cycle, you know, when I'd be ovulating, just so I would know, but I just hadn't got around to doing it yet. But yeah, in that pack were some pregnancy tests, just like the little cheap ones. So yeah, I kind of waited, I don't even know what day it was. It's really funny because like with this pregnancy it's completely different. There's just not much time. I still remember the date that I got my positive test the first time with Arthur. I can't remember the month. I think it's in March or April. I think it was April. Yeah, because it's just like, I think when you've already got a child, it's just completely different the next time, which, you know, if you are a mum of two, or you know you're also pregnant with a second or third or whatever, then you know what I mean. It's just like, I'm just so busy and preoccupied anyway. But yeah, what was I saying? So yes, I can't remember what day I took the pregnancy test, but I just thought, I'm gonna do it. So it was in the morning, you know, I was just getting Arthur ready, and then I just left him like playing in the room, where I quickly went and did it, came back to him for 5 minutes, and then I like just called out to my husband. He was there in the house, and I said, oh, you know, right, do you want to look there? You know, do you want to come and see? Just in case, you never know. But yeah, so we both walked in the bathroom. I put it on the windowsill, and we walked in, and there was just like this bright red line. It was so clear, because I'm sure you've seen or you've had pregnancy tests like that. It was just like the little strip ones where, you know some people say, oh, like, is it a line? Am I getting line eyes? It's like really faint, or maybe just not there. And I was a bit worried about it looking like that. But yeah, it was just like, it's clear as day. And I was just like, oh, you know, it actually really did take me aback, like I said, because it was so speedy. I think we both thought it was going to take a lot longer than last time. Last time I think it took 6 or 7 cycles, or months. So I think we both thought it would just take longer for various reasons, and also just because of my age. So I actually got pregnant just like not that long before I turned 36, so I kind of was a bit worried about that as well. But yeah, I'm just really shocked. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, so that's how we found out. And I think later on that day I was like, oh, you know, I want to be sure, so I did another one. And then a couple of days later I was in Asda and I bought a clear blue one. just to like make sure, which I did do last time as well. So yes, that's that. So obviously we've told family by now, we've had the first scan, everything was fine. We had our scan at 14 weeks. Annoyingly, it was so late because you know you're just like dying to tell people, but we were on holiday literally from like when I was 12 weeks to 14 weeks. But they brought my due date like forward a bit actually. I think it was by 5 days, which was quite a lot really. So yeah, so that's that. I've got my 20-week scan next week, which I'm looking forward to, but also a bit nervous about because you know they look at everything, don't they? But yeah, definitely not as worried last time. Like last time I was so worried about everything, but it's just because I don't have really the chance or the headspace to do that this time. Like last time I probably was constantly like checking my app or googling things or watching YouTube videos like all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like every waking minute probably. Like whenever I could I was on my phone looking at stuff to do with pregnancy or newborns or like I don't know, breastfeeding. You know, and this time yeah, it's just completely different. But like I say, we told everyone, we told our parents quite early on anyway, but everyone else we waited until after the scan. Arthur see I was going to wait a bit to tell Arthur, but it's quite difficult because I started feeling really sick, which I was last time. I was actually sick this time as well, which I wasn't last time, only once. But just that feeling is just horrible, isn't it? It's really like, oh, and I just literally could not move sometimes, but it's so difficult because Arthur wanted to play, so I did my best, but it was just, yeah, it was hard. But, so yeah, we told Arthur, I think not that long after, I think it was only like a week or so, but you know, he was lovely. As soon as he heard, he like kissed my tummy, and he's really sweet. I mean, Arthur loves babies, but yeah, like I guess the only like the biggest, I guess, thing that I'm worried about actually is just like how he'll be, and making sure that he is still involved and that he knows he is still loved. And I'm sure it'll be a challenge, even though like, you know, since we've told him he's been lovely and positive, obviously he doesn't fully understand what it's going to be like. We don't even. So it's definitely going to be a transition. But you know, I kind of know, I've like seen other people give advice. I've bought a book actually called The Second Baby Book, you know, about like how to prepare them and, you know, before the baby's here and when the baby does arrive. But still, you just can't help it, you know. And then also when I was feeling sick and I just wasn't even, you know, sometimes I'd come up, so after tea I'd come upstairs and I'd just be like, oh, I just couldn't move. And then Matt would bring Arthur up to like get him ready for bed, and Arthur at that point, he doesn't do this anymore, but he was having milk like before we got into bed, and then like again when we get into bed to go to sleep, but now he just does it to sleep. But yeah, he was having that little extra one as well. And like, oh, and I was like, oh, can't we do it here? Because I was like, on the bed. I'd be like really upset and I just feel like awful, but I did manage to like drag myself up. But yeah, I think it's like that guilt is there. So that's been the kind of like, I don't know, not like the negative stuff, but you know, that's like the other side of it. But luckily the sickness has gone. So I mean, it stayed with me quite a long time. I mean, sometimes I do still feel a little bit sickly, but it's nowhere near as bad. But I had it quite bad for quite a while, I would say. Yeah, obviously it's just something I seem to get when I'm pregnant apparently, because it was just the same last time pretty much. And the tiredness, I do still feel tired. Usually they say like after the first trimester, like once you're in the second, the tiredness does go a bit. I mean, I guess maybe it's not as bad, but I just do feel tired. Like when Arthur goes to sleep, a lot of the time, I'm just falling straight to sleep myself. Yeah, just like, I used to like I say, even if I used to nod off, I used to wake back up and do my YouTube or whatever. But yeah, so I'm just tired, but hopefully it might be going a little bit now. So yeah, so that's where I am. So I think I've told you all like the main stuff. I've probably just told you about how I am in the first trimester anyway, but I don't know if to do a more in-depth one, I'm not really sure. But yeah, so that's my big news. So probably nobody knows or would have guessed. Like I said, I haven't even shared anything on Instagram since February again. I think I just got a bit like overwhelmed. I didn't really know what to post, what people liked, or like what did I like. I just didn't know what I was doing. Did I even want to do it? But yeah, so going forward in terms of my channel, this is the thing, because I did start thinking maybe I should just do food hauls, because that's not really sharing anything. It's just like what I bought. It's not about anything about me or about my family or my son's face. But I thought that's not, I mean, I like doing them, but I don't know, it's just my passion does lie in sharing like the mum stuff. And I was thinking the other day, well, I could just be like, you know, a regular person that I used to be, you know, like not sharing stuff on here or Instagram. I don't know why, it's just really weird, isn't it? There are probably some people who just really don't get it, or like, you know, the generation that didn't have social media, like why do you want to put this stuff on? I don't really know, it's weird. It is a bit weird, but I do quite like it at the same time. So, and I kind of missed having this like little hobby, because when I have been able to keep awake once Arthur is asleep, I kind of like not really know what to do with myself. I just end up wasting time on Instagram, you know, like just scrolling through, doing nothing that productive. So, because I'm in bed still. So yes, I would like to do it. So yeah, so I will do food hauls. Like I said, I want to try and do a video once a week. So that's not always going to be my food haul. I was finding it quite difficult because our food haul like arrives in the evening, and then like, so all the bags would stay on the worktop, and it was just a bit of a nightmare really. So I think me and my husband were getting a bit like fed up of it, because obviously you don't want to pull it all away and then get it all back out again. So it was just, because I just was struggling to find time to film it, and like until I filmed it, all the food shopping was just on the worktop in the bags. But I filmed two sort of like more random hauls, which I find more fun. They're smaller and I can do it quicker. But yeah, I will still film my weekly food shopping sometimes. And then yeah, obviously all the like mum life stuff as well. As I say, I don't know if I'm gonna do like, I don't know, day in the life. It's kind of hard because these videos obviously I have to find the time to like come away. It has to be at the weekend, so Matt can like look after Arthur, and find the time to like sit here and talk. That's why like the day in the life ones are quite easy to film, because you're just going about your normal day. But I don't know if that's the kind of stuff that I want to share anymore, even though I like it and it's nice to look back for me. But it's also just like, I'm just very wary of what I'm posting. But you know, yeah, there's still things I want to do, so I'll still be doing like pregnancy updates. You know, if I do any clothes shopping for Arthur, which I'm sure we will be, because he's like fast growing out of his clothes, I'll be sharing that. And yeah, any like tips or hacks, or you know, like the classic like newborn videos as well, isn't it? Like the essentials. So, and yeah, so I do want to share that kind of thing with you. And when the baby does arrive, yeah, like I'm sure I'll be sharing like bits, but just maybe not, because you know, when Arthur was born, I actually didn't, I mean, things were really hard anyway. But I remember thinking, oh, I don't want to share him. I think I kind of like pushed that feeling to the side, and actually I should have just listened to it, because it's only natural, isn't it? You know, if you're a new baby, you don't have to share it to people. I know people want to see, but you know, I think you've just got to be a bit careful. Unfortunately, in this day and age, there are people out there who want to see these images and use these images, don't they? And also because Arthur's getting older, it's that privacy thing. And I think now, like filming day in the life vlogs even, or videos like that, like he'll always want to be like on the camera, like wondering what I'm doing and stuff. And I just think it's a bit, you know, he probably thinks like, what are you doing? Why are you talking into the camera or your phone? Because sometimes he comes out when I'm filming my food hauls and he's a bit like, Mummy, like what are you doing? So anyway, yeah, so sorry, this video is probably quite long, a bit rambly and completely, I don't know, hopefully it makes some sort of sense. I hope that you have enjoyed it. That, yeah, and that hopefully you like the fact that I'm gonna come back. But thank you so much for sticking with me. Hopefully not too many people have forgotten about me. It's weird actually, because I've still like managed to like go up a few subscribers, which is so weird because I've not been posting. But yeah, so I hope that you will like the content that I will be sharing. And yeah, thank you for sticking with me. Like I say, I've got a couple of videos in my head that I want to film about, you know, pregnancy and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm also planning to come back to Instagram actually. And again, it's just like finding what I want to do and what I want to share. So I kind of lost my way a bit, but hopefully I'm coming back. So I'm quite pleased now. So now I film this, I can edit this and get this out, tell you all the news. And also I've not obviously shared it on Instagram either. And share my couple of food hauls with you, and then yeah, let's just get back on the YouTube videos, which is weird. But yes, so thank you for watching. If you have managed to like watch until this point, then you probably deserve a medal, because it's probably not an easy video to watch with me, like my thoughts are just like going everywhere. I didn't really plan it very well, did I? But yeah, if you've got any questions, if you want to know any more, or if there's any like particular videos you want to see, or like anything I've said you want more information, I don't know, just ask me. So comment below, or yeah, like I said, I'll be sharing stuff on Instagram, so yeah, give me a follow over there, and you can always message me for that. But yes, so second baby, halfway already. That's mad. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. I'm just trying to think, like, is there anything else that I've missed? Probably, but that's just the way it is sometimes. But thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go now because I can hear Matt and Arthur downstairs playing, and I'll see you really soon. Thank you so much for watching, honestly, and thank you for messaging me, and thank you for being here watching. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.